as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ingram again, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
47.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure, on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down, Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
There you go. Go right in. Check, nickel. Kill. Single. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related, just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that comment. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
Check 99.
Jackson, option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. Set. Now the wolf. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Who's on Hooker? Bravo. Shoot up, shoot up.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East, then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders, but with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. Because if you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin, and he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this throw caught left side. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check it back.
Running with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Undercut. Kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety. Rotate.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw again is Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That's another Baltimore.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll try to throw now. Prescott stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Hey, kill. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 10